Some dreams feel like messages buried deep within the soul, waiting to be seen. In dreams, we often act as observers, watching chaos unfold while feeling powerless. But Jung believed every dream figure is a part of ourselves. Behind detachment may lie the self, yearning to awaken, to participate, and to be whole. The sky was dimming, dust swirling. Everything felt like a pause before an interrogation. A middle-aged man holds a questionnaire and begins asking me questions. He asked. I answered. It felt like an ancient ritual. High school classmate Lydia passed by. Her gaze was a gatekeeper, keeping the man's questions from crossing the line. The questioning ended, yet the air stayed heavy. I left, walking into the unknown wind. I crossed the desert and saw a fortress, an entry to the next chapter. A fortress of stone emerged from the sand, a silent gatekeeper of fate. I followed those ahead toward the modest gate. The attendant smiled silently, her gaze telling me to go on. I followed the crowd through the castle gate. At the very moment we entered, the world suddenly brightens, as if we were stepping toward an unknown promise. The scene shifted. Waves crashed beneath us. I stood on the swaying deck. Light and waves carried me into a wide-open sea. Another sailboat draws near, its crew reaching out to drag people aboard. I wonder silently, why? I didn't understand. Why should I go with them? I did not stop them nor join them. I simply watched as they took others aboard. The scene shifted again. I saw the wall from a distance. Beneath the sunlight, black wave-like patterns ripple across the wall, pulsing like a heartbeat. A few young men stand before it, observing, yet one dark-skinned man stands out most of all. He looked at the patterns as if decoding something vital. Then suddenly, the young men rush off to the left, vanishing from sight, as though summoned by an unseen call. They walked away, but my gaze stayed. The scene shifted back to the ocean. I stood at the stern, watching waves and the horizon. The sunset painted the world in shades of gold and quiet. At the bow of the ship, the golden sunset embraces the silhouette of an elderly couple, their figures shining like witnesses who have endured many storms. The sea glows with sunset light. I gaze quietly, and a calmness of farewell settles within me. A warm breeze brushes past. I look down and notice a hidden ladder at my feet, as if touched by magic, calling me to explore. Descending into the secret deck, I find the walls covered with my childhood drawings, the wishes of my teenage years, and diaries of failure. My past is carefully kept here, preserved like a treasure. I saw every version of myself, quietly waiting for my return. I gathered them gently, as if tucking away part of myself, no longer letting them drift. Back on deck, an island rises slowly on the horizon. By the helm stands the dark-skinned young man, smiling, as though he were a long-lost part of myself. This time, I chose where to sail. Together, we grasped the wheel, steering toward the distant island. The waves surge around us, but the direction is mine to choose. In Jungian terms, this dream is a journey of individuation. The castle is the fortress of the psyche, the sailboat, the voyage of life, and the dark-skinned young man a neglected part of my inner self. From watcher to helmsman, I integrated the self, letting the unconscious and conscious voyage together. Sometimes we're not meant to just observe, but to co-steer with the self within. When you take the helm, the waves are no longer obstacles, but part of the voyage. Have you ever been a silent observer in your dream? Would you choose the helm or step back? Share your thoughts below.